Welcome to Gingerspyce Tiefling Druid episode 28. In this episode, I'm going to be soloing the dreaded Crucible in Gianthold, and I am level 28. Alright. So this episode is taking place 10 days, or I made it 10 days after I made the previous episode, and I've actually gathered a couple more epic pass lives, the new epic pass lives, since last time. So I picked up one of the new divines and one of the new primals, and then of course I already had in the last episode the 3 new martial. So I have a total of 5, got 7 more to go of the new epic pass lives that came out in update 42.4. Alright, where are things at? Quickly go over the gear. Not much has changed from last episode, but a couple things have. So the Shard of Power is the same. This is still my source of sheltering, spell focus mastery, and several spell saves. The Epic Torque will stay there right through endgame. Legendary Pansophic Circlet. This is just here for a level. This is my source of general potency right now. I've got the Legendary Green Steel 5-piece set, the Ender set, Opposition set, and the Material set still. Epic Red Dragonplate Armor. You know, back in the day I used to use the Shadow Dragonplate out of Thunderholm, which was level 28, but I have since discarded that and just been using this until I get to level 29, when I'll get my Legendary Scales of the Exile. I did check my bank just to see if I could pull that out, because that was nice armor for a long time, but switched to the Scales of the Exile a while back. Another piece of Legendary Green Steel. So this is new, Legendary 5 Rings. This is a craftable out of the Slave Lord's chain, and I have crafted onto it Resistance 14, Quality Wisdom 4, Spell Focus Mastery 6, and Constitution 17. So that Spell Focus Mastery 6 is better than what I have on the crafted trinket. However, the trinket remains my source of sheltering right now, so that will stay there. And this is the final level in which I'll have this, that trinket. Let's also craft it onto a blank that has a 3 Reaper bonus to MRR. That's pretty nice. Got to slot it up the Golem's Heart. And got the Mythic +1 on there as well. And it's part of the Slave Lord's Sorcery set, but I'm only using... Yeah, I only have one piece of that, so I used to run with the set, but that's why the set is crafted onto it, but it is not being used right now. Another piece of Legendary Green Steel on the boots, and another piece on the gloves. The Epic Elite Ring of Shadows, they have Ghostly and Lesser Displacement in one place. Legendary Green Steel Belt. And the Mysterious Cloak is the same as last episode, as is the Crystalline Ward, and the Legendary Green Steel Triple Earth. Let's see. That's all to mention there. I'll have some new gear next level. Let's see, on the quest side, since last episode, you know, like I said, I epic reincarnated a couple times, so, you know, this is my 3rd run up to 30 this life. And so XP is starting to thin out, but I've already done all my Slayers. Maxed out Slayers in Barovia, in Thunderholm, in King's Forest, and in the Orchard. And this go around, I finished up some sagas. I did Epic 3-Barrel Cove. Most recently, I did the rest of the Gianthold quests. And, you know, been doing my daily gibberish runs and my daily token farms. I like to do Bargain of Blood. That gives a whole token on Epic Elite, and it's a quick run, as does Epic Elite Lords of Dust, Epic Elite Storm the Beaches, and Epic Elite Offering of Blood. So I do those, like, a couple of gibberish runs, and then those other token farming runs, like, every day. Those are my personal dailies, because I need tokens, so... I know that there are lots of other popular dailies like Spies and Von 3-4 and those kinds of, Whiz King. They're great. I just, right now, because I need tokens and I'm trying to help my guildies get gibbers, I'm running some other stuff as dailies. So. For my level 28 feat, I chose Elusive Target. That gives me a stacking 5% miss chance. Alright, let's take a look at the Reaper points. This is how I have things spent right now. You can see I have most everything picked up here in Grim Barricade, and most of the stuff in Dire Thaumaturge. I have a couple points here on the side, so that, once I get to level 30, I can just, reset that and spend them here. Actually, looks like I kind of misappropriated things. I should have spent a few more points over here, and that way I would be able to get this at level 30, but right now I only have 36 spent and I have to have 40 spent to get that, so a little bit of an oversight on my part. So it's going to cost me some extra plat to reset things if I want to get that, but I probably won't, because I'm not staying. If I was staying at 30 I would, but I'm not going to be staying at 30, and actually I guess I would need, yeah, I won't earn it this life. Probably be earning a couple more Reaper points this life because I got a lot of first time to get it legendary, but won't be enough to get all of that. In any event, we'll see what happens. Alright. Let's go do the quest. So we're going to try soloing it on R4. I've never tried to solo this on R4 before in Epics. Now, like I said, I redid this final leg of the series. I already had all my episodes done, right through the level 29, and actually the level 24, the original one that I didn't end up posting, was me soloing this on R3. And that actually went really well up until the end fight. And the end fight, just the mobs were so, had so many hit points, and since I'm not high DPS, it's going to be a really long time to beat them down. And they also hit me a lot harder than I was expecting, so I even had some close calls, and so it was a really long beat down, and, but, got it done. But now that we can do these at Elite Streak level for maximum Reaper XP, you can do a quest like this as high as level 28. That's a 4 level difference, and that's very significant. I've got 2 more feats, and I've got, legendary green steel, since, level 24 is a big difference in gearing and feats in those 4 levels. So I am still concerned about the end fight. I'm worried that it's going to, go kind of long, and I think I've had to drink pots to get it done before, and now I'm trying it 1 skull higher. So we'll see. I don't expect to have really any issues before the end fight, but you never know what could happen, right? Should be a fun challenge. I'm curious to see if I can do it. Like I said, never soloed it on Reaper Epic R4 before. Do I have the diplomacy for him? Not yet, but if I do a GH and let's see, I can equip that, which is +6 from Heroic Green Steel Charisma skills, and I can equip my Epic Golden Guile, gives me a +20 Diplomacy, and now I should have plenty. Yep, now I have a +70. Hell yeah. Plenty of Intimidate to get that done. And got that done. Let's re-equip the necklace. And get the right goggles on. Now we're properly geared. I'm set on my course. And now we can buff. Since there are so many breakables and charisma skills stuff to do in here, it's best to just, you know, buff once you finish all that stuff. You can gather here with your party and buff. Okay. Should finish those guys off. We'll stun him with Salt Ray. That way our little SLAs will do more damage. Creeping Cold will finish him off. And we're gonna look up top. Yeah, we got a mob. Hit him with Salt Ray again. That way our SLAs will do a little bit more damage because he's helpless when he's stunned. And that Creeping Cold should finish him right off. Not quite. We'll hit him with a little Produce Flame there, and that takes care of him. Just looking around for mobs up top that we can take out. Salt Ray him, and then the SLAs. We'll take him out. Salt Ray to stun, and SLAs. The Triple Earth Legendary Green Steel doing a lot of extra acid damage right now. That is not my endgame weapon, as I talked about before. But it used to be, and for now, until I get my level 29 Sentient, that's what I'm going to use. Get a lot of wisdom out of it, and a lot of extra acid damage. Jerks up here to kill. Oh, there's that guy down here. Any guys up here? Don't see any. Oh, Reaper. Famine Reaper, put on Spell Absorption. We'll go ahead and hit him with the Tsunami there. Finish him off with the SLAs. Okay. Ooh, somebody was shooting at me. There he is. Stun him with the Salt Ray. And finish him off with the SLAs. That Finger of Death animation that you saw, that's the Ender set proccing. As I've discussed before, when mobs have 5,000 or fewer hit points, the Ender set has a chance to insta-kill them. A hear someone shooting at me. There he is. Stun him with the salt ray. That didn't work. Got him that time. We have 2 salt rays. We have the SLA version and the regular version. So the first doesn't hit, then the next one hopefully will. Let's see. Here's what we want to do. We're going to pull out the wolf. I still hear someone shooting. I really want to make sure he's not above me because I don't want him shooting while I park the wolf here. Because that's, put him on passive, park him there. That's dangerous. Right, if he kills the wolf, then I'm stuck. Ah, that guy. Okay, we'll take him out. And there's the Finger of Death animation. Again, that's the Ender set procking. Okay. So. I still hear someone shooting, but doesn't look like they're hitting the wolf. So. Alright. I'm going to tell the wolf. Actually, I should target this valve. That'll make it a little more of a sure thing. And just hit it. It's okay if you lose target of the valve. You can use a hireling or Iron Defender, Scarecrow, Leary, you know, whatever. Your Panthers, whatever you want to do that. That's fine. Okay, this is the tricky part. Because I can't target the valve from here. It just doesn't want to pick up. So I'm going to have to target nothing. And I'm going to hit escape to target nothing. I'm just going to tell the wolf to hit the gears. And hopefully he'll just hit what's in front of him. Unfortunately, sometimes the wolf isn't real cooperative. There, that time he did it. If, you know, I remember when I did the first episode 24 of this, I had a hard time getting him to pull it because he kept wanting to run around here and hit the socket and just run around all over the place. I just had to keep hitting the gears until he finally hit the valve. So if that happens to you and your wolf is just not being cooperative, just be patient, keep hitting the gears, and eventually he will hit the valve. I went ahead and dismissed the wolf because we don't need the wolf to do any more. Oh, actually we do. I'm going to have to bring him back out. Stun him. And take him out with the SLAs. Stun. Oops. Didn't mean to cast Ice Flowers on him. Stun him. And take him out with the SLAs. This guy didn't quite die from the SLAs. Okay. So we had the right crest for the socket over there. Let's see if we have it here. No, we don't. No problem. This maze can be really confusing when you're new to it. It's actually really small and simple, but when you're new to it, you know, you can't see where you're going. It can get really confusing. It's easy to get lost. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to include an animated GIF that helped me learn this years ago. Somebody made a neat little animated GIF that shows how with 2 people, and they're just represented by dots in the maze, how 2 people can duo this maze. Or you can solo with a hireling. And like I said, that little animation that somebody made really helped me learn how to do this maze. So tell the wolf to hit the gears. Tell the wolf to hit the gears again, or hit the gears. Tell the wolf to hit the valve. Okay, got the crest. I'm going to tell the wolf to hit the thing again, and it looks like he's wanting to. It says the snake socket is blocked, so he's trying to go do something else. I don't think I can target the valve from here, but see, I just kept clicking the gears, and he finally got it. I hear someone shooting at me. There he is. Stun him, and then the SLA is the Finger of Death from the Ender set. Got him. It's not actually a Finger of Death because there's no save for that. If it procs, they're going to die. It's just the Finger of Death animation. Creeping Cold will take him out. Just showing you. Bam. Gotta be careful. Oh, look at this crab. Fear Reaper. Greater Creeping Cold on the Fear Reaper to take him right out. And we take that guy. You gotta be careful, when you put your wolf on a valve, you want to make sure or highlighting or anything that you don't have any mobs up there shooting down on them. That could put you in a very precarious situation. It could even, make you get stuck and make it incompletable for you. Okay, got the valve targeted. And if you just press into the corner here, you just have to hit it once. You can go right through. But if you don't make it, you just tell them to hit it twice. Okay, third socket. Third crest goes in the socket. Center is open. We're out of mana, so we're going to use some clickies. Now, I believe that the way that the valves were configured and the doors were configured, I should be able to exit the center east. I'm going to grab this and go. I might as well hit, how about a save boost or two, just in case we get hit by that fire. Maybe we would take less damage. No big deal. Okay, I'm going to have to hit the eye valve. You configure this to exit both the center from the north or the east, just depending on the way you had the valves and the doors configured. The way I do it, I typically exit center east. Any baddies up here? Looks like no. Stick the horn in the thing. Open the door. I always like to go to the right here because that turns off the current temporarily. You can go under here and you can hit that. It'll turn off the current for, I don't know, a minute or 30 seconds. It'll make the rest of your party, you know, make it an easier time for them to swim. Down here, see the current has stopped. I'm not swimming against the current. It's also going to make it easier to get your collectible right down here. If the current is off, you can also put someone there when somebody's doing the swim to keep turning the current off to make it easier for somebody to do the swim. I got a big hit on me. And again, holy crap. I'm gonna have to hit the oh shit button, 'cause I'm out of mana. Yeah, they had a dot on me. Oh, I just noticed I had that switched out. I was doing Slayers, so I was using Fire Seeds, the ranged version, in the Barovia Slayers. So I had that in a different place. In fact, I didn't normally even have that loaded up. Alright. We'll come up here, avoid the spinny blades, come over here, jump on the edge, oh, jump over there to avoid the spinny blade. And these traps won't trigger until I pick up the Horn of Agility there. And I'm going to make sure I'm fully healed. I think that displacement will affect these traps, actually, the physical traps. I'm not sure. I'm going to go ahead and hit my Reaper save boost, and I'm going to hit my Rallying Cry, and I'm going to hit my temporary hit points, and I'm going to grab the Horn of Agility and get the hell out of here. Pew. Sound effects not included. Now, I'm going to get all the breakables, and then I'm going to go over here and hit the lever, and I'm going to go back in to get the breakables on the other side. Now, just in case you're watching and you haven't done Crucible before, you haven't done this part before, you know, when you pull that lever out there, you only have, like, you know, I don't know, 20 seconds or something, 15 seconds to get over into that little room that has the Horn of Agility. Otherwise, the door closes on you and you have to race it again. Do a little race to get over there again. But then you want to make sure that you come back in here and get your breakables, because, I mean, this is monster XP, right? So you want to get that breakables bonus, so that you get the, you know, the multiplier, the 15% or whatever it is, on top of that monster XP, right? And I think that's everything. Now, we're going to shrine up. I haven't even named my wolf this life. Shame. Shame, shame, shame. Poor little guy. Okay, we're gonna park him there. No, I said park you there. There we go. Stay out of trouble. And just, you know, if you're newer to this, if you don't have your bearings, you know, I'm just, right now I'm above that little river where, you know, I went underwater and I toggled the valve, right, and I was talking about turning the current off. I'm just above that right now. You can see down through. If you didn't do the one charisma skill at the beginning, and I should have talked about that because that actually affects some of the outcome of the quest. You know, like the one guy gives you a map, and if you don't get the map from him, then you don't see the holes here, and you can just fall right through. Actually, not even sure what every last one of those does, but you definitely want to do them because it's going to give you extra XP and make the quest easier for you. So here we have the trial of cunning, I think. If you have high wisdom, this book will tell you 3 clues that are truthful. If you have very low wisdom, like an 8, it'll give you 3 clues that are the opposite of the truth. Those are called lies. So you would just want to do the opposite of what it tells you if you had extraordinarily low wisdom. So I have high wisdom, so it's going to get, you don't need to read the book itself. It's going to give you clues right here. You sense that the 3rd door hides death, okay? Look, see how these are Roman numerals? See right there on the floor? It's hard to see. It's very dark right now. There's actually a graphics bug right now making it even darker than it normally would be. There's a Roman numeral 1 there, though. And there's a Roman numeral 2. And there's a Roman numeral 3. And there's a Roman numeral 4. And 5. And 6. That just told us 3rd door hides death. That means 3rd door is going to kill you. So it's not the 3rd door. And it's going to give us another clue. You sense that the doors nearest the exit hide death. So we already knew the 3rd one hides death. Now we know the 4th one hides death too. We're going to get one more clue. Most of the time it gives you, you end up with a 50-50, but sometimes it gives you a definite. You sense that the left-hand doors hide death. Pew. So that all the left ones hide death. And number 4, so that means it's 5 or 6. Let's just go ahead and hit that one and get the hell out of here. Nope, that wasn't it. It must have been 5. That's okay. The test of instinct has reset, so now it'll give us 3 new clues. The position of the horn that we're looking for has randomized. You sense that the 6th door hides death, so it's not that one, right? That's number 6. See? Roman numeral 6. Next clue, you sense that the doors nearest the entrance hide death, so that's 6 and 1, so it's not 6 and 1. Since the even number doors hide death, so it's not 2, it's not 4, so it's going to be 5 or 3. Let's just pick this one. Nope. Like I said, it usually gives you a 50-50. You're going to get it down to 2 doors, but sometimes, I don't know, maybe 25% of the time it'll give you a definite choice. You sense that the 1st door hides death. There's the 1st door. It's not behind the 1st door. You sense that the doors nearest the entrance hide death, so it's not 1 or 6. And we're going to get a 50-50 again. You sense that the right-hand doors hide death, so that means it's 2 or 3. Hey, we got it this time. Alright, there's a little horn. Stick it in the thing. Okay, this part can be a giant pain in the butt. These casters totally suck, but I'm going to play it safe. We'll stun that one. Hit with the SLAs. Okay. And then we got Shadow Marked Elementalist. We're going to stun him and hit him with the SLAs. We will hit him with a big Greater Creeping Cold, right? Since he's a champion and we want to make sure we kill him. There's another Elementalist. We stun him. Want to make sure you hit this lever here. Should have done that first. That lets these ladders down right here and there. That way if you fall, you know, you just climb up the ladders. If you don't pull that lever and you don't let the ladders down and you fall, then you're going to have to go around. The Elementalist will stun him. Okay. And Howler. We'll stun him. Easy to get overwhelmed in this part, so don't get too bold and come out here and just start killing stuff all willy-nelson, because you get all these casters overwhelming you. I mean, if they knock you, they can knock you down with their Comet Fall or stun you, and then they just all overwhelm you. It's pretty sick. So be careful. Stun him. SLAs. Hero's Soul. I'm going to go ahead and do the Greater Creeping Cold, because I know he's going to heal himself. That's one of the abilities of the Hero's Soul. Oh, I guess not. I thought they did the Unyielding Sovereignty when they get down to half. Okay. Now what the hell are you gonna do? How are you gonna solo this, Ginger? Well, I'll show you. It's easy. There's actually a lot of time to do this, a lot more time than you realize. So don't panic. Plus I got Snow Slide. It's gonna be really helpful if you have, like, you know, an abundant step-like ability, right? Like I do. Get the Breakables. So I'm going to go into wolf form. Now you can flip the wheels to the symbols that it shows, the color corresponding symbols, or you can just hit it a number of times equal to the position that it's in, -1. So like for example, this is the 4th position here. If the blue light is there, that means the blue wheel would have to be turned 3 times, because the position that it's in, -1. If it was here, that's number 6, the blue one would have to be hit 5 times, because it's the position -1. That's just for this particular puzzle. Okay, let's do this. So we got green 3, red 2, blue 1. Green 3, red 2, blue 1. Red 2. Blue 1. And green 3. And we're good to go. I had some breakables over here, so I'm going to go back over here. Back to elemental form. Because I was in wolf form and not in elemental form, I lost my elemental toughness. And that's 20 stacking PRR, so I want to make sure I reapply that. Ooh, there's a base down there. Gotta get breakables. Am I even at ransack yet? No. Vandal. sounded like ransack. Make sure you pull that lever. It'll make it quicker to come through from that way. Yes, we do have ransack. Now we gotta do the swim. You know, you can have your wolf out. If you die down there, you can have the wolf, you can call the wolf to you and have the wolf pick up your stone, and you can swim with your wolf, pulling your wolf through with you. So that's kind of one way you can use your wolf to save you. The wolf, I don't believe, will get hurt by the traps down there underwater. It's kind of a weird thing in any event. Shouldn't need that, but I'll park the wolf there anyways. I'm going to make sure that I am fully healed before I go down there. Make sure my Springs Resurgence is on. Okay. And I'm going to hit my merfolks. And what the hell, I even hit my Rallying Cry. And what's cool is that you can hit your Springs Resurgence and your temporary hit points from your Winter's Heart. Watch. I can do that underwater. See, I just hit that. And I can reapply my Springs Resurgence underwater too. Oh, I got hit. I'm not real good at avoiding every last one of them, but I am pretty good at surviving it because, you know what? I'm built Ford tough. Now we're going to go up here and get our horn and our key. Not anarchy, and our key. We're not going to get anarchy. Don't touch the treasure, that'll give you a poison. You want the horn, and you want the key. It's the poison that it gives you is actually like a cursed poison, so you drink like a cursed pot. And I think it's curse and neutralized poison. Okay, check it out. In water elemental form with merfolks, we have such good swim that we're actually going to be able to use that key. We're going to be able to swim upstream to use that key. Now here's the part, you know, you could have somebody back at that lever, I'm like stuck or something, and make it easier. You know, you could have them turn off the current for you. But I'm going to swim upstream and actually get into that treasure room now that I have the key. Yay! This is where the aquatic bracers come from that give you evasion when you're underwater. I didn't get it. Don't need those breakables because we already have ransack, but I am going to reapply my merfolks. Get some heals, reapply the Springs Resurgence. Oh, let's do the temporary hit points too with Winter's Heart. This is that river. Remember, the valve is right down there. It's underwater, and I turned it off so that we could get our collectible earlier, which was right down there. We've already been through here, just helping you get your bearings if you're a little bit newer to this quest. Don't run over that because it might be a pit, you know, or this next one because it might be a pit, but it's not. Here's that gate that I said pull that lever because it'll make it easier to come back, so you don't have to go around. And here I am. Lots of fighting here, so let's make sure we have enough mana. Hit the power boost. He's a champion, we'll give him a greater creeping cold. And we'll just do the whole kit and caboodle here. We do have to kill all these mobs to advance things. Okay, creeping cold should finish him right off. The acid damage you saw was from the legendary green steel earth. Plague Reaper. Double Reaper. It's Reaper madness. Okay, they're taken care of. Now we have the end fight. So this is the only part really that I'm a little bit worried about. So like I said, when I did this on R3, those these mobs ended up being really chunky. And I had to drink pots, and they were hitting me really hard. Now I do have a lot more hit points since then. I mean, I'm the 5-piece legendary green seal. That's a lot of hit points from the opposition set. I have a little bit higher constitution. I'm 4 levels higher, so we'll see. I'm really curious. I don't know if this is going to turn into another pot drinking fest. Okay, apparently there's a mob stuck in the wall. Son of a guy. Let's see if we can kill him. Yeah, we can hit him with spells. So it won't. Remember I said you had to kill everything in the hallway for it to advance? Not everything's dead, so it wouldn't advance if I wasn't able to hit this guy. This would have been a restart. Luckily, I can target him and hit him with spells. Now, we can go in. And we can listen to Grogan, the announcer, talk some shit. Yeah, same Grogan from Von 1. Ever notice that? Same guy. You know Von 1. This should be the shortest fight we've ever seen. The Stormreach team has spilled a sea of blood today. There remains one warrior with the strength and cruelty to avenge. Yeah, that Grogan. Okay, let's do that. Who am I going to want to focus on first? Vral the Fearless. I'm curious how I'll stack up defensively compared to my level 24 when I sold this on R3, and I'm curious to see how I'll stack up offensively as well. You know, are these guys still gonna get big hits on me? You know, I don't know. Is it gonna be a pot drinking fest? Let's get the examination window open so we know when to recast Creeping Cold and Greater Creeping Cold. Woo! That's a big hit. Yeah, they're still knocking me around. That was scary. Come too far to fail now, right? Go ahead and hit the oh shit button. Might as well. Right, I really just want to get this guy dead. Because once I get Vral the Fearless dead, I'll be taking a lot less hits, right? Oh shit button hit points just wore off. Woo, shit. That is tight. Okay, Gorn Gut Chewer. Vral was the big hitter. Gorn Gut Chewer, a lot of times he's just gonna go over there and, you know, start ranging. Okay, now I gotta... It took me my whole mana bar to get Vral down. Alright, now we just gotta do Dagger Tooth. I'm getting really low on the mana. But the good news is he doesn't do a whole hell of a lot of damage to us. So we can kind of just take our time. I forgot to hit my this damage boost before I started. That would have been helpful. I seem to remember forgetting that the first time I did this at level 24 on R3. But that's okay, we're just gonna keep going. Leverage the use of those SLAs. Focus on Creeping Cold, Greater Creeping Cold. That's my biggest damage. Or as opposed to like the acid dots, I'm not as getting as much out of those. And since I'm low on mana, I'm just going to be patient with the Creeping Cold, Greater Creeping Cold. And again, the SLAs. There's one more Last Reaver power boost. go ahead and unload. SLA of Storm of Vengeance is off timer. So we have about 400 mana. Oh, let's go ahead and hit him with the tsunami. It looks like we're pretty much there. And they have another tsunami. And he's going down. Alright, so, you know, even at level 28, still only on R4, he got some big hits on me. But I'm pretty happy that I wasn't, I was able to finish it off without having to drink pots. I mean, I obviously had to use all of the charges on the Ring of Spell Storing, Epic Ring of Spell Storing, and the Mysterious Bauble, but hey, no pots, I like that. Well, thanks for watching. 254,000. As always, if you have any questions about my videos, you can respond on YouTube. And if you have any questions about my build, you can respond to my build post in the Druid forum.